Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Alyssa. If you're new here, I make videos regarding my daughter's Turner syndrome diagnosis. I made a video about my pregnancy. I make different videos about our experiences with clinical specialists so that maybe, just maybe, there's someone out there that can learn from our experience, or if you are a loved one of someone going through that experience, you might be able to better support them, because it is quite scary going through a diagnosis of something that no one has ever heard of. So I'm here to talk about it. Today, we are here to talk about the Norditropin Starter Kit. My daughter was diagnosed with Turner syndrome when she was 16 weeks in utero via amniocentesis. We got a confirmation via blood draw when she was born. And we always knew that growth hormones were not an if, they were a when. So when we went to our 18-month appointment at the endocrinologist, and they said that she was right on the borderline of that 5th percentile, and literally like a month later, she took a complete dive off of the growth chart, no one was surprised. Honestly, as a mom to a daughter that has Turner syndrome, I've been prepared pretty much since her diagnosis for growth hormones coming eventually. It's just crazy that I blinked and now we are 19 months with her being earthside, and it's time to start the growth hormones. Now, one thing I would like to note is that it was an incredibly easy process for us to get our insurance approved, like to get the process expedited for her to get the growth hormones. I realize that is not everyone's journey, so take mine with a grain of salt when it comes to that. We basically put in the request, like once the endocrinologist and our care team had decided, yes, we needed to move forward with the growth hormones, they put in the request with the insurance. And honestly, the whole approval process to us receiving the growth hormones took about 2 weeks tops. Once we got approved and they had called us, we got into their system, NovoCare had called us, and they said that they were going to be sending out a starter kit for us. Now, this was exciting news to me, because as soon as I found out, yes, we were moving forward with the growth hormones, I'm type A, I always need everything planned and set up correctly. So I started Googling about like, what would I need to get started? Would I need a sharps container? Probably. Would I need alcohol pads? Probably. And so I started like looking on Amazon about all the things that we were going to need. I also started looking up different toys that might be helpful for my daughter to make the injections not so scary. What I didn't know was that the manufacturer of Norditropin, Novo Nordisk, sorry, that took me a little bit to figure out how to say, they were going to send us a starter pack with everything that we needed to get started. So honestly, this video is just for you to see what's in the starter pack, what to expect, and so you don't have to panic. Let's get started. So this came in their starter pack. This is just a tiny little sharps container. Honestly, I don't know how many sharps this tiny little container holds. However, I will tell you, from what I understand, the needles are very, very small, like the needle tips for the Norditropin. So this should be a big enough size for a little bit. It also came with this little guy named Brian the Lion. He is absolutely adorable. He came with this super cute little children's book. So Brian the Lion, this is perfect for my daughter. She's 19 months old. It's a short book, but really informative and adorable, and I think is really gonna help her understand, you know, as much as a 19-month-old kid understand about growth hormones, about the pen and routine and why she's taking them. But it says here in the book, just like Brian, you should inject your medicine into a new spot on your body each day like your doctor taught you. You can put Brian's medicine where you're going to put yours. So basically, here is Brian, the lion, and it's a removable pen. They call him their pen pal, which is adorable. And then Janie, or whoever the patient is, can go ahead and give Brian his growth hormone shot every night, which is super cute. They sent a pamphlet with some marketing materials just to give you some statistics and some ideas about Norditropin itself. They also sent a box of alcohol pads. I know I said earlier that that was one of the things I knew we were going to need, and I looked them up on Amazon, but the starter kit comes with these. So far we have a sharps container. We have the alcohol pads. We have Brian the Lion that came with the children's book. We have some marketing materials. And yeah, that's all we went over so far. It also came with 2 really great like comic book type of marketing materials. So I did not read the Norditropin written by Doctors for Kids comic. I think this is a little old for Janie, who is, like I said, 19 months old. But I did read the Norditropin for Families, and I thought that was really helpful. So it goes over right away, like what growth hormone deficiency is from a scientific perspective, like kind of breaks it down in a really easy way to understand. And then it even goes into how to do the injections. And I think this would be a really, really good resource as we start our growth hormone journey. They also sent a couple IFUs. Honestly, I don't know why the IFUs are in this box, but because they're going to come with the injections, I'm sure. But if you want some light reading, you can also read the IFUs. They come in this starter kit. And last but not least, if you want somewhere to put all of your light reading that I just told you about, the Novo Nordisk knapsack. I don't know. So it's just a bag you can put your stuff in, use it to store things. And that is it. That is what comes in the Norditropin starter kit. If this has helped anyone at all, it was worth making the video. Drop in the comments below what your experience with Norditropin have been. I've only heard really amazing things. Drop in the comments if anyone is starting this journey, if you've been through this journey. Honestly, I'm always amazed at how many people are looking for this type of information. We are just starting our journey. We have nothing to offer from that perspective, but I do hope that knowing what's in the starter kit, if you are at the part of the journey that we're at, might help you not order stuff on Amazon before you need to. So again, thank you as always so much for watching this video. I hope it's helped someone, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.